She wrote you a letter so you wouldn't forget her. Wish I could care less. It isn't my place to know what it says. My heart is a front page. It won't act its own age. It aches as it bends, folds at the edges. I'm out of my head. Say that we're fine and all, 'cause we are, but we're stuck confident.
It is that time of the year again in Montreal where we get these intermittent bursts of hope, and we get to see the literal light of the sun warming the earth and melting the snow and the ice and inspiring us all to go outside in a light jacket that weighs less than 10 pounds and maybe even real shoes. And the wildly optimistic are out running in sports bras and yoga shorts, and I'm here for it. But we also know that it's probably going to snow in a couple days again, or hail, or maybe we'll just have a massive ice storm and no electricity for 5 days, because that's what spring in Montreal feels like and looks like. And it's been a bit of a roller coaster, as it always is. And it's not just a weather roller coaster, it's an emotional roller coaster for most people who live here, understandably so. So here we are in between like 18-degree weather and our next ice storm, I suppose. But when we get these beautiful bright days, they're not like super, well, no, some of them are quite warm. Anyway, when we get these kinds of days, when it feels bright and light again, I start to crave more vibrant foods, more bright, light, fresh foods. And that is what this soup is that I'm going to share with you. It's a curry coconut soup. And it's still comforting and warm, and it has warming spices and stuff, but it just feels a little bit more alive than some of those really cozy comfort foods that you eat in hibernation mode, I guess. So, what did I want to say? I'm not going to pretend it's a really easy, well, it is easy. It's an easy recipe, but it has like 1,000 ingredients. But don't be daunted by that, because you can use whatever ingredients you enjoy most or have on hand. And I will say, though, that the version that I make, and I've been making this for like 30 years, I don't actually have an official recipe, but I'll try and, well, I think I put a basic sort of guideline on sweetvegan.net, so I'll link that in the description. But there are quite a few canned ingredients in this soup, and I don't normally eat much canned food because I have a weird issue about canned foods, and that's just something we can talk about one day if you want to, but not right now. This is one of the meals that I make an exception for, simply because I don't know where you can get those perfect little cooked mini baby corns or those perfect straw mushrooms in any other format other than canned. I think I also, I use a canned curry paste and water chestnuts and hearts of palm and all of these things. Or no, bamboo for this one. And it's all canned. Very, very off-brand for me, but I love this soup so much, and I'm really excited to share it with you, and I hope that you also love it too. And feel free to experiment with it and let me know what you did differently and what you thought of it. I am now going to go check the weather and see if I should be wearing a tank top or a 12-pound parka to puppy school. So I will leave you with this recipe, and I hope you enjoy it very much. I usually start by warming up a pan and melting some coconut oil in it. If I don't have any coconut oil, I'll use some peanut oil or olive oil. And I will throw in a few pieces of peeled lemongrass as well as some dried lime leaves, and I will let those warm up in the pan for a while. I'm not really sauteing it, but I'm kind of infusing the oil with the flavors. And then I will usually either add, or sometimes both, and in this case definitely both, some fresh Thai basil as well as some fresh coriander. Once my herbs are lightly wilted and I can start to really smell the lime leaves and the lemongrass, I will pull those two things out because they are not very pleasant to chew on. They're very woody. Unless you use the very, very center of the lemongrass, in the very, very middle, there's kind of a tiny little soft heart. This is when I add the thicker vegetables that are going to take a bit longer to cook, like my carrots, even though I'll still slice them pretty thin, and my bell peppers. I'll throw in some enoki mushrooms and some sliced sugar snap peas. As usual, this recipe is totally customizable. You can use whatever veggies you like to use. In this recipe, I pretty much use the typical stuff that I would use. But for sure, like if I don't have something on hand, I'm not going to stress out about it. I'll put something else in, or I'll skip it altogether. Once those veggies start to get a little bit tender, I'll add some of my more fragile veggies, like my snow peas and my bok choy. I'll also throw in my baby corns. I usually slice them in half. I find it's a bit of a mouthful to leave them in whole. I also add water chestnuts. I love them so much. And some canned straw mushrooms. I don't know what it is about these little guys. You would think that they would be, I don't know. I would not expect my own self to like them, just because, first of all, they're canned mushrooms. Like, that sounds very gross to me. And I feel like that should be something that's slimy, but they are so perfect. They have just the right amount of firmness and bite to them. And I don't know. I love them so much. I can see how they might be very gross to someone else, but I freaking love them. And then I'll also add some bamboo shoots. This is when I start to build my broth. So I'll start with some curry paste and some grated ginger and grated garlic and vegetable broth. I will definitely add some sliced scallions or green onions. Then I'll cover that and let it simmer for a little bit longer, just until the veggies are tender and the broth is nice and flavorful. And then I will add some coconut milk, and then I'll take that off the heat. I love this soup exactly as it is, but when I want a heartier meal or something more filling, I will cook up some rice noodles and serve the soup on those noodles, and it is just perfect. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. It means everything to me. I tell you this always, and I mean it always. If you are a Substack subscriber or a Patreon subscriber, I can't thank you enough. Naturally, for believing in what I'm doing, for helping me make it possible, for being a part of it. And if you are someone who would like to work one-on-one with me for naturopathy, there is a booking link in the description below. And I work with patients here at the clinic in Montreal, but I also work with people online if you are not able to come down to the clinic or if you don't live anywhere near here. So if you are one of those people, I look forward to meeting you. I will be back very, very soon. And in the meantime, take really good care of yourselves. Bye.